FIFINE just released some brand new speakers and we're here to check them out. This is the FIFINE AmpliGame A20. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So taking a look around at the box, we can actually tell that it's really simple. It is a very basic cardboard box that has a 20 on it, saying that it is RGB and gaming speakers. And additionally, on the sides, we just get a little barcode and nothing very much special around the box. But now let's open up the box and see what we find. Now opening up the box, we're greeted with the user's manual. The user's manual is actually quite nice and is well laid out. Now taking a look at the user's manual, it's actually fairly small in comparison to the size of the box and is actually fairly well laid out. Now inside of the user's manual, you'll find all of the context and all of the specifications needed to use this speaker. One of the cool things that I really like is that you can use it very seamlessly with Mac OS as well as Windows. Now, first impressions when I got these out of the box was that they're actually quite smaller than I would have originally thought, which definitely isn't a bad thing, especially considering how well they sound, but it was just the first thing that struck me. So additionally, looking through it, we can tell that these speakers are a plastic construction and they're actually built fairly well. The buttons are somewhat iffy, but they are very responsive and they do work really well. One of the things that I really like about this is that the design is fairly small and compact, but also that the RGB just works really well with it, especially when using it with other devices, and being able to power it via USB-A is always a very nice touch. So one of the things that we have to remember about this speaker set is that you do get the USB-A cable, but in combo with that comes a 3.5mm cable for your audio connection. So linking both of these together is what is going to be required for us to actually use these pair of speakers. So after a little bit of a quick listening session, I ended up realizing that these were actually fairly good speakers for the price. Now, considering that you can get these for around $45 US at the time of recording this, makes these actually a really good option. And one of the things that I found very striking was that they can get fairly loud depending on your source. But overall, I would say that they sound really great too. It was actually quite surprising because I was not expecting these speakers to sound as good as they did, but they did surprise. So I would definitely recommend checking out these speakers. Now the FIFINE AmpliGame is actually quite a fairly straightforward pair of speakers. There's nothing too special about it. Very nice RGB that you can change with different settings, and additionally it just works very well. So with that being said and being put out there, I would definitely recommend these pair of gaming speakers to anyone that wants to use them for their setup and thinks that the RGB would be a great addition for their setup. Arguably, they don't sound that bad either, as they are $45. They definitely aren't going to blow you away in terms of sound quality, but they will surprise you just slightly with how they do sound for the price. Overall, I would definitely more than recommend these pair of speakers to anyone that's looking to get an RGB pair of gaming speakers, as these do work fairly well and they do sound quite nice. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. Thank you, and I will catch you in the next one.